Peace to y'all. We back, man. So we got a new saying that's going on now. Everyone is tired of life. People are tired of life. No one is enjoying life anymore. People are sick of life because of the routine, the mundane. The jobs ain't paying nothing. The doomerism, the politics. People saying, like, back in the day, right? Let's just say my generation. When I was in elementary school, it was promoted to go to college. All the people we looked up that was grown adults, we thinking like they're going to college or they're getting an education. By the time I got to middle school, it was more like, oh, you got to get your coding, you got to get your degree. And it was kind of like that trade talk, you know, get your trade and stuff like that. But that still wasn't promoted. Mind you, my school ain't have no HVAC programs, none of that shit. The only thing they had was coding and stuff like that because I was in the Bay Area. So, but now, by the time you graduate, my class was 2019. By the time these folks is 2023, 2024, AI is here, coding doesn't exist, you know? So that shit is gonna get outsourced by artificial intelligence, right? And most people are not feeling fulfilled in their life, right? Because they're living for this mundane world. In this mundane world, they chasing money. Like, for example, right? Most people are living on a day-to-day basis. Their time and their energy is going to somewhere that they don't want to be at. So that's why they're sick of their fucking life, because they're sitting somewhere they hate, and instead of sitting down and work and focusing on themselves and doing what the fuck they actually wanted to do, you know? And well, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to work no job. I'm kind of like that. I don't want to work for nobody. I don't have no dream job. Actually, my dream job is doing what the fuck I'm doing right now. So everybody has some sort of dream work that they should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to live my life and exist on the planet and provide value in the ways that I do and operate. But the amount of work that you do or the skills that you have is not gonna, like, that doesn't dictate where you are on the realm or in your being. You know how many people that are very well skilled, very well, all of these things, and they're without, and there's people that's very skilled and they're with, you know? Some people have all these skills and they don't even know how to apply the shit. It's something that you know in your brain that you could do very well, and you're not gonna promote it to the world, or you're not gonna figure out how to get something. Bro, monetization has changed the game. People be thinking about social media. Every single business needs content. I ran into a guy when I came back from Utah. I went to the bar, right? I don't be drinking like that, but I just got me a little shot. And that was the last shot I had. That was the last time the day I got back from Utah, so it was like the 26th. But like I said, I ain't gonna make getting shots and shit like that a regular thing, because that's how you think it start. You think, oh, I'm gonna give me a little shot, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm 25 now, and that shit running my bloodline, the alcohol and all that shit, the alcoholism. So it's no point in even running down that trail, because I used to think I was a lightweight, but then I'm like, hold on, this shot ain't shit. And then you start realizing, like, okay, that shit is in my blood. You know, the older you get too, the more it's like life roughing you out, you know what I'm saying? So you be like, shit, throw that shit back. But anyway though, right? And I chief herb. I still smoke tobacco and herb, so it's like it's already enough. I'll be seeing people talking about that Benjamin and shit like that. I'm not hitting that shit. I want to make a live on that too, a video on that too, because I would be on TikTok going live and stuff like that. A lot of people are asking questions. They don't know what the fuck to do. You know, that's why people watch people. Like, I'm not saying y'all, because we here getting information. Like, it's like we having conversations, you know what I'm saying? Or like, this video is really like, it's not even no we. It's really like I'm talking to you. You feel me? And speaking of that, if you want to talk with me one-on-one, you could book a consultation. I'm about to have that link set up in the description, because I'm not going live no more, bro. All that going live, talking on live, that shit drains your energy. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed this. I was going live the past 3 days. I'm like, you telling me I can't post a video every day on this page, but I can go live for 2 hours on TikTok? That's some type of fucking spell that I had to break. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 hours live on TikTok, it didn't pay me a fucking dollar. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? And people are, oh, it's not about the money, monetization. Well, if you're not getting monetary value off of the energy you put out, and people are watching you and they eating off your energy, and they sending you weird comments, and they joining live, they saying shit, it's like you gonna have to argue all this little weird shit, right? That you deal with going live, like on TikTok live or YouTube live or any of these things. I might even go live on this page sometimes, but still, live is an energy harvesting tactic, and it doesn't do nothing for you. Like, you'll be on live, and your whole day after that, it'll be kind of fried, bro. Like, it'll fuck your head up. You wonder why them streamers be having mental health issues? Because they're live all the fucking time, bro. You can't, now people that do content, niggas don't be having no mental health issues. Them niggas we be living good as fuck. But once I start going live, I'm like, oh, I see why these niggas be crying and shit on live, or going through shit, or flipping out, or losing themselves, or crashing out, because that live shit is like an energy harvesting ritual. So I'm not ever going live again. That shit over with. Unless I'm like, I'll go live, but like, it had to be on some real, like, I'm on vacation shit, or I'm chilling, or I just ain't went live for a minute, but not none of that, yeah, I'm grinding live. fuck that. But a lot of people, right, that even make money, they're still miserable. They still hate their life. They still don't want to live in this shit because they feel like they gonna own something. Yeah, I gotta own my property. I want to pass down generational wealth. I want to own this. I've been paying rent. I seen this dude just made this video. I've been paying rent. I've been paying rent for this, and I realized I could have had a mortgage and been paying my land, paying my, and then somebody in the comments like, nigga, I bought a house and I've been paying that shit for 12 years and I'm only on the principal. Like, he basically saying like, I ain't got nothing for my money neither, motherfucker. Like, it's all a fucking scam. It's all a game, bro. Like, you could hit for $1 million right now. You could hit for all this money and break the wrong law, make the wrong move, piss off the wrong company, or the wrong company find a loophole on you, or somebody found a loophole on your shit, gone. You fuck with the wrong bitch, your money gone. Like, this shit is a fucking game. Do you know how many people had multi-million-dollar houses, had all hella shit, and then went broke? You know how often that shit is? Because if you ain't the elite and you ain't printing this shit, you could be your ass. Your ass could be took down off the rim. That's why I don't value the fiat dollar. I just use it. So, nigga, 5K a month, 10K a month, 20K a month, that shit gonna feel like $1 million to me because I know how to transmute the energy, bro. And it's a lot of people, bro, they probably got more money than me, they probably got less money than me, but they do not feel as vibrationally sound as I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't attach to none of this shit. It's a fucking experience, bro. And people be taking this shit overly deeply, right? Like, I remember this one nigga, right? This nigga requested me $10,000, so I blocked that bitch ass nigga because I'm like, that's a weird imprint on my frequency. But he was like, oh, you took this matrix too seriously. In a sense, what he said was right, but he was using witchcraft language, just trying to dilute what he did on pushing weird energy my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a valid point used in a wrong scenario, in a wrong context. You know, so like, for example, my mom hasn't requested me $10,000. So for any grown man to do that and think it's a video game and think you playing around or it's funny, like, I have $10,000 worth of energy to spare, go jump off a fucking bridge. You know what I'm saying? So, and I noticed like people be playing these games to see like if, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, a lot of people, they just can't contain their energy, so they have to project weird shit onto you, you know? And for him, $10,000 might not have been nothing. Nigga, even if I'm rich as fucking, $10,000 not nothing to me at a certain point. I don't give a fuck. But at the same time, it narrowed in on my insecurities about money. At the same time, I understand that. But for that motherfucker to do that, that still was a energetic violation, because I've never in my life, ever, not even my friends, I don't even want nobody around me to think that type of shit is funny, especially if we haven't made $10,000 together. You know what I'm saying? So people like that go jump off a fucking bridge because it's the same thing. I'm just trolling. And he said, I'm a troll. I'm trolling, right? And people that have that troll energy are demons. And you got to eradicate that energy. You got to put it in a ball like Tai Chi. I got to go to my Buddha. I'm supposed to be getting my Tao today. They said our leader's here today, so I'm finna go to the leader and get the Tao. If they try to pay some money, I'm not paying shit today. My goal is to not pay a fucking dollar. I'm not giving them no donation or nothing. And if they won't give me my shit, I'm leaving. You feel me? But if they accept me and give me my Taos and all that shit, and I don't gotta pay no donation, bet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck with them. But yeah, I'm finna go to the Buddha temple and shit like that, and rock with them folks. But they a little like, I'm really doing it for me. It's not really to be a part of something or nothing like that, because they unorganized as hell. Like, not that they unorganized, but they just, I feel like they don't got this shit is not a real hierarchy system. And then the dude that introduced me to the vegan spot, to the Hindu temple, I met him going to Veggie Village. That's like his restaurant, you know? He a business owner, but he do the teachings of Buddha. So he's like, it's my job to bring in people on the teachings of Buddha and stuff like that. So he really on his purpose, right? And he really from like China and stuff like that, the land. But he got like a big pudgy belly, even though he sell the vegan food. You could tell he just lost himself. He was like, when I was your age, I was on it and stuff like that. But he looked young, you know what I'm saying? He a Chinese dude. He looked like he like a couple years older than me, but the whole time he like in his 40s, you know? But he just on some running his business shit, stuff like that. Life, the matrix is wearing him down. So it's like, even though he probably has a successful business, he probably got more money than me. He looking like, wow, oh, you so cool. You so cool. So it's this Chinese man. He make this money. He got this business. He help his family. Whole time, I detach from a lot of things. I don't gotta, like, for example, I'll help my family out, but I told my mama on the phone, like, I'm your child. Like, I have no obligation to help you. And me helping you is not gonna do nothing. She was like, you right. And I ain't gonna lie to you, my mom saying that shit that I'm right makes me want to help her even more. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to talk to my mom like, oh yeah, you need to help me this, and I'd be like, bro, I would have been cut my mama off. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that my mama don't be like, she know, like, I'll just be like, Mom, I would love to help you, no problem, but I'm not gonna help my fucking sister that's causing problems and spending money and wasting money and doing all this dumb shit and getting drunk all night and sleeping with like doing all this. I don't want to account for her mistakes because nobody's gonna account for my mistakes in this life. Nobody. Family doesn't mean all that family shit. I be trying to tell my mom like that's your daughter, but she's a fucking demon. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she don't be hearing me out. And that's my sister. I love my sister. You know what I'm saying? I love my sister to death. You feel me? My sister almost got me killed before. I still love her. You feel me? So a lot of people for some people though, that'll drain them. Oh, I gotta help my mom, my sisters. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Because as humans, we all got our own experience. Like when I moved to the desert and I changed my number, everything was quiet. Nobody texts my phone. I realized I could create whatever reality I want. Now that I travel the world and I'm moving around the land and I come back to my house, come back to my home, I'm like, bro, I built my fucking life. Stop fucking playing, bro. But a lot of people ain't built that reality. Or they wait on a certain dollar amount, or they waiting on to close the next deal. It's always the next thing. That's why some people, they get money and I gotta get richer, I gotta get richer. You spiritually fucking dead, bitch. You can't take none of this shit when you die, nigga. The money is just used as a tool, even when you got kids. Nigga, what you want? Oh, I wanna make sure my kids don't have for nothing. Nigga, I didn't wanna, I wouldn't care if I go broke and have kids and raise them, nigga. You gonna learn to struggle, nigga. Cause me and my dad, bro, my dad was the coolest nigga to me, bro. And he ain't never had a lot of money. You feel me? But the shit that I used to remember is the knowledge he gave me, this shit we used to do, how we used to walk. He make walking to the park fun as fuck, bro. Pointing out the birds, breaking down the codes, nigga. Fucking talking about shit, breaking the matrix down. That's why I do what I do, nigga. No cap. Peace, I'm out.